You're the one, yes. Not like the scabs that exited the shuttle with you. You radiate power, Lord. I bow before you. I serve Lord Barris. He sent me to meet his new apprentice, and I made sure I was here on time. I certainly did, yes indeed.
So, I'm met. Now what?
I'm just a slave who owes his every breath to the tolerance of Lord Barris. He said to introduce you to Dromond Cass, and I take that seriously.
Get on with it. I don't have all day.
Right away. You don't have to tell me twice. Lord Barris ordered me to encourage you to explore Cass City before reporting to him. Imperials maintain the order, but they won't bother you. When you're ready, Lord Barris will meet you in his personal chambers. You will tell Lord Barris I was good? Yes? That I served well?
You did exactly what you were told.
You have my thanks, gentle Juggernaut. I bow my head until you depart.
Wow, you showed remarkable restraint with him.
And exactly why would that be hard to believe?
No reason. Forget I said anything.
Seven brutal, bloody murders. 7! And the killer is allowed to walk free? Decent, law-abiding citizens, loyal servants of the Emperor, are being slaughtered. And what do our security forces do? Nothing. I've seen the killer myself, but the authorities say I don't have enough proof. I demand justice!
Why are you yelling at me?
I apologize for raising my voice, my lord, but these murders cannot go unpunished. Not when the killer is so obvious. Several days ago, I spotted a bounty hunter following people seemingly at random, but pointing a strange device at them. The descriptions of the murder victims exactly match the people the hunter was following. He's behind these brutal killings, I know it!
Only a coward kills defenseless people from the shadows.
And only a brave guardian like you can bring the coward to justice, my lord. I followed the killer this morning. Saw the filthy alien skulking into the Mandalorian enclave. Someone called him by name, Revan. This bounty hunter must learn the Empire doesn't tolerate alien scum like him killing its citizens. He needs to be punished.
I've got a shuttle to catch. You mind getting out of my way?
You've been a bad boy, Renegin. Murdering innocent citizens.
No, hold on. I never killed anybody who didn't have it coming. You've been listening to Wrightson. Great. Listen. I didn't murder anybody. I was just hired to tag some random citizens, that's all.
You didn't ask why you were hired to tag random people.
I got instructions, not explanations. Seemed harmless at the time. I had no idea my clients would kill those people. I was hired by a group of Sith to organize games for them. Didn't realize what that meant until bodies started piling up. When I confronted them, they laughed. Said Sith have a birthright to hunt lowlives. It's like a sport to them.
I'd rather face an armed and dangerous foe.
A battle without honor is no battle at all. Glad somebody still understands that. I'm in over my head and too many people are watching me now, so I can't even leave. I need help, and I'm willing to pay for it. You interested?
I'm making no promises.
I just want this problem to go away. And I only see 2 ways for that to happen. Either get rid of the loudmouth pointing fingers at me, or end that sick game the Sith are playing.
I think your clients need to find a new hobby.
Works for me. I'll have a plan that'll get them so good, no one will have to worry about fallout. Take this hunter tag. Use it on Sith acolytes all around the city. the Acolytes will become my clients' new targets. Don't worry. I'll make sure they survive. Come back when you're done, and I'll pay you. My clients already ambushed one of the Acolytes you tagged. Wish I could have been there. Attacking Sith is a major crime, even for other Sith. I sent the authorities an anonymous tip to watch the Acolytes closely. When my clients jumped the ones you tagged, they were arrested and executed. Best work I've done in a long time.
Those murderers were not true Sith. They deserved death.
You won't hear me arguing. My loudmouth friend ought to shut up, now that the killers have been caught. That should make life easier. Here, take these credits. Couldn't have pulled this off without you. See you around, friend.
Not a minute too soon. Your timing is impeccable.
Did it just get considerably colder?
I see you decided to keep the slave. I hope she amuses you. I trust you've been acquainting yourself with your new environs? Did my minion point you in the right direction?
His pointer finger was a bit twitchy.
A byproduct of constantly fearing for his life, but it keeps him in line, doing the trivial tasks that need tending to. Your responsibilities will mandate contact with my various minions, meet my directives, and you may do as you will to anyone you encounter, adversary or ally.
You can trust that I'll use good judgment, Master.
I have painstakingly built a vast network of spies and operatives embedded throughout the Sith, Republic, and Jedi alike. I have fingers, eyes, and ears everywhere.
You've successfully infiltrated the Jedi Order.
Yes, my operatives are completely undetected, and I wish to keep it that way. I track our enemy, weakening and influencing them from within, waiting to strike. You're my enforcer, deployed to protect my interests, intimidate my rivals, and destroy my enemies. It's time for your tenure to begin. The military starship is touching down at the Koss City cargo port, delivering a vitally important prisoner to me. You will meet Commander Lanklin at Docking Bay 12 and make sure he and his men successfully offload this prisoner.
If you're sending me, you must be expecting trouble.
We must always assume that we are being plotted against, especially when the stakes are high. The importance of this prisoner cannot be overstated. Go to the cargo port now and stay sharp. You are dismissed.
All right, man, let's hurry up and get this hunk of carbonite to its owner.
Hey, Captain Oblivious. Boo.
Oh, I didn't see you enter. Lord Barris didn't need to send a welcoming party.
Obviously, Lord Barris feels otherwise.
My men and I have performed much more dangerous duties for Lord Barris. The prisoner is frozen in carbonite, so it's not a flight risk. And this is friendly territory. Surely we're safe here.
Leave the figuring to Lord Barris.
Yes, my lord. Whatever you say. Let's get this oversized block of ice to your master.
Not so fast. My master ordered that block of ice, so step away from the carbonite man and no one ends up in a grave.
This is a private party.
Then consider it crashed. I'm here to relieve you of your burden. Whether that includes your own lives as well is up to you.
Looky. If it ain't Slestak, your master be wanting the froze man too, huh? Too bad for you. It mine.
Too bad for both of you.
Ah, quite the popular trophy. The competition should be fierce.
If you not flee, you about to learn fierce, Slestak.
I'm such a fool. I'll never doubt Lord Barris again. What do we do?
Don't panic.
On their own, Tumar and his lackeys wouldn't be much of a fight.
You mouth always get you in trouble, Slestak. It about to chew off more than it can bite.
You're going to take that, Slestak?
Very amusing. I do relish the opportunity to rid the world of Tumar and his drones. So I'll be with you presently, Instigator.
Come on, boys. We smash the talk from Slestak's big mouth now!
Well done. While they fight, my men and I will deliver the prisoner to Lord Barris. Thank you for buying us time, my lord.
Franklin informed me of the ambush at the cargo port. Apparently there are more eyes on us than even I thought. I have felt a disturbance in the Force. It leaves doom imprinted on my dreams. A grave and mysterious threat that could bring down my entire power base. This frozen man is a top Republic agent captured while investigating my most deeply embedded spy on Nar Shaddaa. One of my invisibles. The Force grants me a vision of doom, and immediately, my untraceable spy, who has left no footprints, no trail, is almost exposed. It makes me furious.
Maybe your spy wasn't so invisible after all.
Do not presume to tell me my business. There's no profit in it. I must learn what tipped off the Republic agent. He is the key to uncovering the nature of this threat. Now, while I thaw the prisoner and painfully siphon every morsel of information I can from him, I have some concerns that require your special talents.
Tell me what I must do.
No rest for the wicked, I guess.
Go to the Imperial post in the jungles outside the city. Commander Pritch is stationed there. He has a seek and destroy task for you.
It'll be done before you know it.
I must tend to the torturing of this miserable Republic agent. Waste no time. I have more for you to do once this is complete. You are dismissed.
Commander Pritch at your service, my lord. Lord Barris informed me you'd be paying us a visit. I'm prepared to offer full assistance.
News travels fast.
Lord Barris is nothing if not efficient. Let me follow his lead and bring you up to speed. There's been much unrest in these parts recently, my lord, capped off by a violent slave revolt that has the surrounding jungles overrun with armed slaves.
You can't deal with upstart slaves.
The slaves have been giving the forces sent to deal with them fits. I'm not part of that duty, my lord. What no one knows is that Lord Barris orchestrated the insurgents to disrupt one of his rivals, and he wants his involvement kept secret. Now the slave captains who led the revolt are threatening to expose Barris's involvement unless they receive more potent weapons.
They must be killed.
That is in sync with my instructions. Lord Barris wants you to kill enough of the blackmailing slave captains to make the others lose their resolve.
I'll kill every one I see.
Present company excluded. I hope.
You have nothing to worry about, Vet.
Slaves are scattered throughout the area, but the captains tend to congregate near the unfinished Colossus. I'll wait here for your return.
Takes guts to sit here and wait, don't you think?
This is his post, Vet.
Pretty cushy, all I'm saying.
My lord? Look at them out there. They're like animals. Hundreds of slaves with no one to command them and without a thought in their minds as to what to do with their freedom. Like I said, the slaves are animals. But we've noticed strange behavior in the pack. And my superiors want to know more. Some of the slaves are killing each other. We don't know if they're mad or hungry, desperate, or if there's a faction of slaves who've turned on the rest.
I can see how a slave civil war would prove useful.
Exactly what the higher-ups are saying. That the killers could potentially be manipulated. We know that the killings are ritualistic. The murderous slaves come in the night, stab their foes and paint themselves in blood. If you could investigate, catch them in the act and take them down, maybe you could find a clue to their motives.
Slaves will give up their knowledge to me.
Look for any slave who's turned on his peers. With luck, he'll lead us to answers.
You're not the initiate. You are Sith. You honor us with your presence, mighty lord. Welcome to our prison.
What is this? Are you the one behind the killings?
I am Traka Unvor, leader of the Unchained. I am master of my hatred. When the other slaves broke free, I laughed. Like you, I knew their escape was a delusion, for only Sith possess true freedom.
You know nothing about the Sith.
I know the Sith code. Freedom comes through power, through victory. I saw a chance to prove myself. I culled weak from strong. I began to kill and to teach. I showed slaves freedom through bloodshed. Now my followers and I are the masters here. And soon, we will become Sith ourselves.
You may have potential, but are you strong in the Force?
My strength is in my fists, but the Force has guided me here. And it has guided you. Now you can spread word of us to the Empire. Your strength is great. With your approval, we shall serve. Carry our message of allegiance to your masters, and we will become the new face of the Empire. We will be champions of the dark side.
You're nothing but a murderer. What you're doing is disgusting.
My lord, how can you say this? All we've done, the blood we've spilled, it has all been for you. Tell us then, how else may we achieve true strength and respect of the Sith?
It's too late for that. Crawl into a hole somewhere and give up.
But we believed. I believed. I will spread your message to the others. We will do as you say.
It's good to see you back. I knew those slaves couldn't hold their own against you. I take it you managed to track down one of the murderers. What's their story? Can we use them?
They were crazy. They thought they were Sith.
What? The arrogance! We'll make sure their delusional heresies don't spread. I talked to my superiors while you were gone, and they agreed to compensate you for your work. So, here. More credits than I make in a week. I'd ask you to stick around in case the slaves cause more trouble, but I suppose you have other responsibilities.
I have havoc to wreak.
Yes. Yes, of course. It's been an honor working with you. I hope we meet again.
Ah, my lord, you've returned. I take it many slave captains have died this day.
Are you surprised, Imperial?
Oh, I didn't mean to doubt you. Please take no offense. I must stay, my lord. It's been inspiring watching you work.
You've been very helpful, Commander.
Thank you, Lord. I'm pleased to hear that. I'll inform Lord Barris that the situation has been handled.
Already you move through the Citadel as if it were yours. Perhaps someday it will be. I am the apprentice and voice of Darth Charnas. I speak in his name, and I would bargain for your services.
You have my attention.
I require individuals capable of gaining prestige in a society weaned on secrecy and madness. Individuals who can earn respect, if not love. I need infiltrators to eliminate an enemy of the Sith. You would serve well.
All enemies of the Sith will die before me.
Our enemy is the Order of Revan, a cult of fools hidden at every stratum of Imperial society. For years, the Revanite heretics have secretly recruited military officers, powerful Sith, wealthy mercenaries, anyone who can add to their power.
You want me to join them, I take it?
I want you to help my master ruin them. Instead of following the Emperor and his Dark Council, the Revanites follow a long-dead Sith Lord, tainted by Jedi ways. If you can uncover the Revanite leader's identity for us, my master will reveal him to the Dark Council. His destruction would be assured. All you have to do is join the cult. I can get you inside, but you must earn their trust.
Tell me you have a plan.
The Revanites have a secret compound in the jungle. Take this token to the cultist at the entrance. He will initiate you. Earn an audience with their leader. When you have seen his face, return here, and you shall have your reward.
Did you lose your way in the jungle? You have my sympathies, but we can't help. We have no food or water to offer. There's nothing for you here, and strangers are not welcome in this place. You'd best be going.
I was given this token. Does it tell you anything?
I'm not sure. Ah, you do have the token. Someone must have had great faith in you to send you our way. Welcome to the Order of Revan, Initiate. Welcome to your new life.
What is this place?
This place is our haven, built by the Master and protected by the faithful. Here we leave our duties to the Empire behind. This is where the Master guides us in the mysteries of Revan, the one who began a Jedi but grew into a Sith, and then something more.
There's nothing greater than the Sith, nothing more to achieve.
Is that right? The Sith are a path to power, but is the Sith philosophy where that path ends? As a Jedi, Revan was a warrior who slaughtered armies. As a Sith, Revan was a teacher who trained 1,000 dark apprentices. Eventually, Jedi and Sith both turned on Revan. But instead of being destroyed, Revan was reborn.
What do you mean, reborn? What was Revan's final fate?
Revan was stripped of power, stripped of life, of memory, and left to rot. And still, Revan relearned the ways of the Force. The reborn Revan destroyed Jedi and Sith, and came to Dromund Kaas. Although Revan's life ended here, the Master preserved that life, so that we may learn from it.
If Revan was a destroyer, then I will learn your teachings.
Revan mastered the light side and the dark side, war and peace. We seek to walk the same path. Take part in our rituals, learn Revan's path to greatness, succeed, and you earn the right to join us.
Then I look forward to learning.
Around you, you'll find your new teachers, Revanites who have spent their lives recovering the works of Darth Revan. Speak to them. Complete the tasks you are given. When you are through, return to me, and the Master will give you your final lessons.
Come here. Come closer. You are among the initiates who wish to join our order, and this is good. But tell me something. You are here because of the Order of Revan. Are you ready to die for us?
You totally lost me.
Consider carefully, for every Revanite must face the trial of death, just as Revan died at the hands of the Jedi and Sith. Death freed Revan, left him unbound from all oaths and promises. It paved his road to rebirth. Will death free you from your past?
My past does not bind me. My chains are already broken.
Then you have nothing to fear. Before us is a path. Beyond the path is a cave. A cave dedicated to Darth Revan. Initiates fall on the path. Initiates are torn apart by things inside the cave. But initiates who reach the end are reborn, remade.
You expect me to go to this cave?
I expect nothing of you. The choice to walk the path of Revan or to return to the life you left is yours. The path is here. The cave. The cave will be more trying.
The tougher, the better.
Remember, survival is not your goal. Trust in the path of Darth Revan. We have nothing more to discuss. Go and return to me when you reach the end of the cave. Return. Dripping with the blood of the womb, you are reborn. Your old life, everything you were, all of it is dead, buried inside that cave.
What was that place? It was strange.
Darth Revan's shrine. Every piece of Revan's life that we've recovered is in that cave. It's the last thing initiates see before dying. Tell me how it feels. Your obligations have vanished. Your past no longer burdens you. How does it feel to see the world reborn?
It feels different. Just different.
So it should. You've done well. And I'm proud that you've begun your new life as a Revanite, choosing allegiance to us first of all. Take this gift to guide you in your new life. It will remind you of what you've become. Leave now, and may the Force make you strong.
Come forward. Speak to me. We're all students of Darth Revan, and I enjoy the company of initiates. I remember when I was like you. I remember my trials and the joy of killing in the Master's name. You're so fortunate.
How often does the Master ask that someone be killed?
The Master doesn't have to ask. He trusts me with that burden of judgment. I'm Ladra, once the personal assassin of a Sith Lord. I am now the serene protector of the Master and his students. I contemplate Revan's teachings as I execute intruders and heretics. But I also guide initiates and help determine their trials.
Your wisdom must be great, Ladra. Will you share it?
Of course I will. That is how I honor the Master. Every Revanite's initiation includes a trial of the past, a rite to bind the initiate to Revan. Your rite will be very special. You will find the mask of Darth Revan, what he wore after becoming Sith. It's a powerful symbol of his greatness, long lost to us.
My talents lie in destruction, not relic hunting.
There's to be destruction, too. I can promise that. The mask is in a collection of antiquities possessed by my former teacher, the Sith Lord Grathan. It must be freed from that heretic, rescued in a rain of blood and death.
Why are you so interested in it?
I'll give it a place of honor here in the compound, of course, so every Revanite can see it. Speak to Torun, our curator. He'll give you the spiritual guidance you need and tell you where the mask is. When your journey's done, bring the mask to me. Good luck. Welcome the peace that comes with serving the Master.
What have we got here? I wasn't expecting a visit from any initiates, but you're welcome to stay and talk, in any case. I'm Torun, devoted servant of the Master and student of Revan. What can I do for you?
I'm searching for Darth Revan's mask. I'm told you can help.
So, Ladra sent you. She wants me to ritually prepare you for contact with Revan's mask, eh? A pointless ceremony. Ladra's devoted to the Revanites. She's also obsessed with that mask. Says it talks to her. Ladra wants the mask to represent everything Revan ever was, but he wasn't just Sith. Before his rebirth, he was both Sith and Jedi.
Now you've got my undivided attention.
Good. I hoped as much. It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. I don't want that mask becoming our Order's sole focus. Bring it to me. I'll keep it safe among a few like-minded scholars.
What about my initiation?
I'm sure Ladra promised a grand reward for the mask. I can't match it, but I can promise your initiation will proceed smoothly. Will you help me preserve the real Revan? Or will you let Ladra overshadow everything with a Sith relic?
I'll bet that mask would look good on me.
I doubt it's in any condition to wear. Still, that would be better than giving it to Ladra. I don't have to tell you to be careful, but may the Force be with you. May it keep you strong and guide your return.
I don't care what you do. Break my bones, burn my flesh. I'll tell you nothing.
I will not be denied.
Go spit, you monster!
I didn't know bodies could bend like that. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Makes that shock collar seem tame, doesn't it?
Ah, apprentice, you've returned. Commander Pritch confirmed that the slaves have been silenced. Good. I'm still trying to extract the information I crave from this Republic agent. He is much more resilient than anticipated.
He'll crack, Master. I'm sure of it.
I will not rest until he does. I have another important task for you. It involves a renegade Sith Lord named Grathan, a particularly bothersome thorn in my side. Meet with my apprentice, Drykel Ball. He's my covert operative in Grathan's compound. Ball claims to have made a key discovery.
Do you know the nature of this discovery?
Ball only communicates in predetermined signals. He was to find Grathan's exploitable weakness, and today he sent the success signal. Grathan's presence is useful to me, so I don't want him killed, just crippled. Find out what Ball has discovered, and do exactly as he instructs.
Today I cripple a Sith Lord.
Enjoy it. One day it won't seem so special. Now then, Republic Wretch, where were we? Oh, yes. Tell me what I wish to know.
You must be the operative Lord Barris sent. I thought he'd choose a stealthy assassin, not some senseless savage.
Barris knows what he's doing.
I suppose he wants a spectacle, or he wouldn't have entrusted such a blunt and tactless animal.
I don't have time for this nonsense.
You're right. We can pick up hating each other once the business here is complete. Now listen. Lord Grathan is a rogue Sith who boldly defies the Dark Council. Locked away here, he's been untouchable. Lord Barris wants to let Grathan know he can be reached. And after a year undercover, I've discovered the way. Lord Grathan has a son.
What does that have to do with anything?
I was assigned to find Grathan's weakness. He's kept his son a secret in order to protect him from his enemies. Grathan would be devastated if his only child and heir was dead. That would send a message.
Just tell me where he is. I will be the messenger.
You'll have to be more than a messenger. Grathan's kid is nearly 20 and strong with the Force. He's been trained in the ways of the Sith since birth. You'll have your hands full.
I highly doubt it.
All right. Maybe underestimating your foes works for you. Grathan's away on business. I managed to hack a special spike that will get you inside his private quarters. But first you're going to have to knock out Grathan's surveillance station so you aren't seen entering the quarters.
That sounds simple enough.
Yes, we wouldn't want to tax you with anything too complicated. All you have to do is locate the monitoring stations around the compound and, well, stick your lightsaber in them. Think you can handle that, brute?
Keep calling me names, Bal. You're playing with fire.
Is it so easy to get under your skin? That's all then. Destroy the monitoring stations, then get inside Grathan's private quarters. The son's name is Beelslit. Find him and end him. I'll meet you back here when you're done. Try not to screw up.
I kinda like his attitude.
Mother, a stranger approaches.
You don't know the half of it, kid.
I am Selvanta Grathan. How dare you enter my son's room uninvited? Who are you?
Step aside, woman. I'm here for the boy.
You'll have to kill me first. And while my son is still an acolyte, I am fully Sith.
Then we have something in common, Selvanta.
Then may the Force give me the strength to defeat you. Beelslit, take cover.
No, Mother! I stand at your side! Attack! Stop! You are more than a match for us. Mother, if I am the target, save yourself. I don't want to see you die.
My son, you must not sacrifice yourself for anyone, not even me. You must endure at all costs. Assassin, you've carved your way into the inner sanctum of Lord Grathan's compound, all to kill a boy. You are a breath away from the Master himself. Spare us, and I'll help you destroy Lord Grathan instead.
You reek of desperation.
I'm sure I do. I married Lord Grathan for power. It was a means to an end. Now I want out. I'm strong, but can't touch my husband. How long I've waited for someone to end his oppressive rule.
Grathan must live.
And so he shall. Just hear me out. A wicked plan is taking shape. Long ago, my husband was nearly beheaded. Now he cannot exist without his helmeted mask. Everyone knows this. Kill Lord Grathan. My son will wear the mask and assume his mantle. He'll publicly rant that his son was murdered. No one will be the wiser.
What's in it for me?
In addition to appearing successful in your task, I'll reward you in either credits or an item of power, your choice.
I prefer a powerful item.
Excellent. You won't regret it. Lord Grathan deserves to die. With this pass card, you may enter Lord Grathan's secret chamber. You'll find him there. After you've ended Lord Grathan's miserable existence, bring his masked helmet to me.
Finally, I get to kill a Sith Lord.
I can see you're an ambitious one. You're a climber, like me. Be wary of Lord Grathan. There are few as attuned to the dark side as he.
I don't think I like the sound of that.
My uninvited guest finally arrives. Your feelings betray you, youngster. I sensed your murderous intentions the moment you entered my sanctum. What's more, your unshielded mind has revealed your accomplice, my loving wife.
That's knowledge you'll take to your grave.
Ah, another naive youngster who's fallen under my wife's influence. Sylvanta is a user, child. She's obsessed with power. It's one of the things that attracted me to her, but it's outgrown its amusement. I am death itself, child. Come embrace the darkness.
Yes, I sensed my husband's death. Lord Grathan is no more. What pleasure to think he suffered.
He got what he deserved.
Mother, what does this mean? Am I truly to become the master of this house?
You will wear his mask and assume his identity, but you are not yet ready to rule, my dear. The voice will be yours, but the words will be mine.
I have longed for my father's death, and the chance to claim his power.
Yes, this is a great day. You have served us well, my new friend.
Perhaps you could show your appreciation in a more personal manner.
Aren't you the rogue? You freed me from an inconvenient husband and put me in control of this house. Let me show you my appreciation. In private.
Whoa! Wait a minute. You're not seriously considering this. You have really terrible taste in women.
You have really terrible timing, Twi'lek. Have a shock.
I really hate that.
Now that we've cleared that up, all this talk is making me impatient. Beelslet, find something to do, will you? Your mother needs some privacy.
Yes, Mother.
And are you going to dismiss your Twi'lek?
She never leaves my side.
You've got to be kidding me.
Well, well, well. Whatever you say. It's your party. Of all the things I've endured to gain power, this was one of the least unpleasant. You are always welcome in my chamber, friend.
Keep the door unlocked.
Where would the fun be in that? Now leave me. I have much to do now that I control House Grathan.
I'm surprised you survived. So is it done? Is Grathan's son dead?
I didn't even break a sweat.
Somehow I doubt that. Doesn't say much for Grathan security forces if a clumsy clod like you was able to bang into his private chamber and off his son.
Why don't you back up that mouth with action?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Killing the murderer of Grathan's son will solidify my cover here. Barris can replace you easily.
Barris will be needing a new spy. I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Though I'm more than capable of facing you alone, a smart man uses every advantage. And I am a smart man.
The intruder! The intruder is here! Everyone to me! Attack!
Ah, you've returned. You must have talked to Tarun by now. Did you make it out to the estate? Did you? Did you see the mask? Wasn't it amazing?
I have the mask right here.
Oh, you have it. I never thought I'd see it again. Free from Grathan's prison at last. Free from the hands of heretics. It's a wonderful day.
My trial is complete. The mask is yours now.
I wish I'd been there, cutting Grathan's apprentices to pieces again and again. But it was your trial, your privilege. I have a gift for you, to celebrate your success and the completion of the rite. I can't finish your initiation, only the Master can do that. But I can recognize achievement. You've done so very well. The mask will guide us forevermore.
More initiates? The compound's getting less secure all the time. Still, I suppose the Master knows what he's doing. And if you can follow the ways of Revan, we'll judge your worth.
What ways are you talking about?
Revan didn't work alone. Revan had allies, all walks of life. We're no different. You want to join us? You need to face the men and women who got here first and who've proved that they're loyal to the Master.
I'll strike down anyone who stands in my way.
That's a place to start. You need to show those in the Master's inner circle that you understand Revan's teachings. They'll ask questions. You'll answer. If they're not satisfied, they'll abandon the test of wisdom and begin your test of strength. Revan didn't suffer the weak.
Just tell me where to go.
Your pilgrimage starts in the jungle. You'll find your first guide there. He'll determine whether you're worth sending on to the rest. Be ready for anything, Initiate. The jungle's dangerous, and so are the true Revanites.
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of Revan. I am Moron Dokas, Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you say to me?
Moron Dokas, I've come to prove myself worthy.
Very well. Then listen. For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan, to teach all species the path to power.
I comprehend your meaning.
Good. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all Seekers?
He believed everyone should have the chance to aspire to power.
Your answer is not my answer, but it is sufficient. It is worthy of a Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Any suggestions on how to deal with this guide?
No. You will do this on your own. Seek the mercenary called Seta Far as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
It's true. I'm seeking the approval of the Inner Circle.
I'm called Seta Far. I teach these mercenaries how to fight. My service to the Master is a matter of honor. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Malchor 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
I see what you're saying.
I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
I can fight. I'll battle the Order's enemies wherever there's a need.
Good. But I need proof of that. I sent out a squad of clansmen to hunt the local wildlife. They're camped nearby. Defeat them, or get yourself killed. And don't worry. Talking here will make sure they know you're coming.
Yes, Commander.
Revan earned the respect of my grandfathers and grandmothers by defeating them in battle. Now you've earned mine. You're not Revan. Not yet, at least. But you're something. You've got my approval to join the Order.
You honor me.
You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
I will be there soon.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our master.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel, at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates. The Order of Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? And quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
I need no help to claim my rightful place.
I didn't think so. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
We move secretly. We manipulate those in power.
Exactly. We work in the shadows to reform the Empire, but we don't betray its ideals. That's all I needed to make my judgment. I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
Does this mean my trial's done?
Well, that's not for me to say, but I have a good feeling about you. Journey safely, and be proud to be a part of the Order of Revan.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
How often do initiates fail?
Honestly, if you can survive the pilgrimage, you're probably a worthy initiate. But a lot of initiates don't survive at all. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
Excellent. My initiation will be over soon.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
I appreciate the chance.
The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
Where do I find him?
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He will be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
Are you too afraid to show your face?
Silence! This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
I thought the Master was a man.
The ruse serves its purpose. Besides, it felt appropriate. Revan's own gender is unclear in many of our records. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
What makes the Order such a threat?
Revan came to Drummond Cass after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
I don't like where this seems to be going.
I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
I think I've heard enough conspiracy theories.
It's difficult, I know, to think that our great Emperor suffers, but I would ask you for your help. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
What makes you think I won't betray you instead?
You're one of us now. I put my trust in you, Revanite. I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, when you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
Somehow, I'm not terribly disappointed.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
The Master of the Lightsaber returns. They must have taken great willpower to leave the Revanite cultists alive long enough to investigate them. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
She's a Sith Lord, dark skin with black hair and tattoos.
I know her. I know her, yes! Tari Darkspanner.
My master knows her. We will use her. The Dark Council will strip her of her power, her mind, and her life.
That seems logical.
I promised you a reward in the name of Darth Charnas, so you shall have it. You have served the Empire well. Thanks to you, we have the means to obliterate this society of heretics. The name of Revan will be spoken on Drummond Cast no more.
The Order was too weak to survive for long.
You speak truly. Leave me now. It is time to put Darth Charnas' plans into action.
I cannot break him!
Is there some problem here?
Who would ask such a stupid question? Clearly, there's a problem here.
Okay, I'm officially scared.
This is impossible. An unknown power must be shielding this man, which only confirms my suspicions. This Republic agent is the key to unlocking the threat we face. I must harness my rage and frustration. They will lead me to an answer.
Trust your feelings, Master.
The minion advises the Master. Very good. You demonstrate your progress. The word has spread that Lord Grathan is incensed at the slaying of his secret son. I take it that was your handiwork?
After dealing with his son, I stayed to socialize with Lady Grathan. An added humiliation for him.
Ah, my young apprentice, you have just cheered me up. I haven't heard from Drykel Ball, my agent in Grathan's camp. He's missed a scheduled communication. Let me guess. He gave you trouble, did he?
He gave me no trouble at all.
I can sense the truth behind your words, apprentice. Ball can be replaced. Now, back to my prisoner. There's one last possibility to break him. I thought it impossible, but perhaps there's a small chance you could pull it off. Over a millennium past, the Emperor claimed Drummond Cast and made the Dark Temple the epicenter of Dark Force energy. In the bowels of the temple, he conducted horrifying experiments that drained the knowledge and life essence from all the greatest Sith Lords of the time.
He destroyed his own lords.
They existed to serve their master, and that they did.
He siphoned them to make himself immortal and all-knowing. The Emperor created a device called the Ravager that ate his victims' minds and delivered to him their greatest secrets. No one could withstand the Ravager's intrusion. Even the strongest Sith Lords of the Empire confessed whatever the Emperor craved.
Where can the Ravager be found?
The Emperor keeps the Ravager hidden in the Dark Temple, which has, in his absence, become a death trap. There's a good chance the horrors that await you will be too severe, but it's worth your life to me. The legends describe a secret chamber in the depths of the Dark Temple where the Ravager was encased. You'll know the device by its inscription. Be swift, apprentice.
At last, the Dark Council has answered my petitions and sent a powerful fighting Sith to help secure the temple.
I'm not here to secure the temple.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
You have my attention.
The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our Empire. 1,000 years ago, our own Emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Some idiot went and woke them up.
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Calig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
Are they still in there?
The ones who still live, yes. Because Lord Calig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple, and even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Calig himself.
Are there more dead Sith Lords in there?
Ah, you begin to see the crisis. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Let's keep them napping.
I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
What would have to be done?
The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
How did you come up with that?
Sounds I heard coming out of that place would send a Rancor running, if it was smart enough to run. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower, they were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
So what exactly do you want me to do?
I'd like you to find the slaves from the expeditions and bring back any data you recover. The slaves from the expeditions were equipped with data pads to store the data they collected. Bring back those data pads. This information's vital to future construction on Dromund Kaas. It's not glamorous, but will you help?
I will take care of that.
Amazing. Fantastic. Your help is invaluable. I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
Do you dare approach the great Nil Venerus, Lord of the Sith, Master of the Undying Darkness? Answer me. What insolence brings you to this place, slave?
You talk big, but I smell your fear. You're no Sith.
What? You're not afraid of me? You aren't a mindless puppet like the rest of them? I don't understand.
I still have my senses, but someone here is out of his.
You're right. I was out of my senses. But not anymore. I was part of an expedition sent by the Empire to measure strange activity in the Dark Temple. But soon after we entered, we all became different people. I became the mighty Lord Venerus, and the others became my obedient followers and servants.
You seem normal enough now.
Yes, for some reason the madness no longer has its hold on me. Like whatever's causing this dream is losing its power. It's strange that you seem to be unaffected. In fact, it's strange to find you here at all. I thought the Imperials gave up sending people in here. What exactly are you doing here?
I'm doing a vital service to the Empire.
So the Imperials haven't given up on getting their precious data, after all. This is lucky. You see, ever since I came to my senses, I've been worried that my followers will begin to doubt my leadership. I can't lose my power. I can't go back to being a slave. But maybe we can help each other.
It wouldn't be hard for me to eliminate you and your followers.
Well, I guess that's true. Except I'm the only one who can make all the others turn in their data. All I ask is that you find the symbols of Lord Venerus's power. They were looted from his tomb by the people possessed by Venerus's enemies. The symbols will help me reinforce my followers' belief in me, lock them in their dream.
I'm making no promises.
Be careful. Venerus's old enemies will put up a good fight. My network of spies reports that you crushed my enemies underfoot and found the symbols of power I requested.
We have a deal. I expect you to honor it.
I had not forgotten. I, too, have been very busy. Here is the data my servants collected before the temple transformed them. Let the Empire make of it what they will.
Enjoy your empire while it lasts.
Actually, that reminds me. There's one last itty-bitty little thing you can do. You see, power is useless without subjects. So I'd be grateful when you turn in the data, you'd encourage the Imperials to send more expeditions my way.
I'll take it under consideration.
I can assure you, my gratitude if you send more slaves to be my followers will not be insubstantial.
Hello, stranger. My internal chronometer tells me it has been exactly 963 years since this hologram was made. Have the Sith truly lived in fear of me for so long?
Why should the Sith fear you?
It is what the Sith do. Their passions, their fear especially, feed their power. A power that inspires yet more fear. Like so many before me, I challenged the Emperor and was buried in this temple. Fortunately, I had just enough time to make this, an interactive image that would transmit my secrets to whomever was bold enough to find my tomb and unlock it.
I unlocked your tomb, so start transmitting.
Patience, and everything will become clear. The way of the Sith lies in channeling the Force through the use of powerful emotions. Fear is the chief of these. The Sith feed on palpable dread.
I love the taste of fear.
It's a lie. Fear is a lie. Passion, a lie. Fear gives temporary power, and passion is easily manipulated. Real strength in the Force comes when one is no longer afraid. And one can purge fear when one stops grasping. After power, after things, after life itself, and allows the Force to guide him. There is only the Force.
It's nothing like the Sith philosophy I've heard about.
Sith philosophy claims to break its followers' chains, but instead traps them in their own fear. What I learned only lives on through this image and its device. Yet I am one with the Force, eternal and at peace. Take them. Take my teachings to the Sith. They will find power there, but a different kind. Not of darkness, but light.
These heresies must be destroyed.
Then do so. Strike out against knowledge and see what comes of it. If you destroy these teachings, the light does not go out. Remember, fear is not the only way.
It was foolish of you to return here.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got another fight on our hands.
Those pieces you took from my minions belong to me. They will enable me to exact my revenge on Lord Farshal. I am Lord Vacuous, the conqueror of Begeddon, the killer of Garatak the Singed. Return what you have stolen, or burn.
I choose burn.
Die at the hands of Vacuous.
You're back. I hope you sealed the chambers of the ancients, Keleth Ur's chamber especially. I'm terrified to think what would happen if Keleth Ur and his crazed ideas were to re-emerge.
Keleth Ur was nobody. Some Sith who turned light side.
Do not underestimate the power of the light which eternally seeks to destroy us. Keleth Ur's secrets have been contained along with the other ancients. You have done well.
Ah, the only thing more powerful than the Dark Temple. Any luck getting that data?
Here's your data, as promised.
Hey, you actually came through. Can't say I was expecting that. Can't say it's not a relief. Now we can finally stop sending expeditions in there, wasting all those slaves who should be building monuments to the Empire.
Slaves shouldn't be collecting data anyway.
My superiors may feel differently, but I tend to agree with you on that point. Anyway, I believe that concludes our business here. Goodbye then, and thanks for the data. Your service to the Empire will not be forgotten.
When I sent you into the Dark Temple for the Ravager, I thought it might be the last time I saw you, apprentice. The prisoner grows weaker by the minute. There's no time to spare. Stand back and bear witness.
You're wasting your time. I will not.
Yes, the Ravager has seized his mind. Excellent. In his condition, we don't have long before the ordeal liquefies all brain matter.
I hope the results are gory and gruesome.
I do not care what we see as long as I hear what I want. Republic Worm, you have the information I desire. Tell me everything.
I am Republic Information Service on special assignment to verify possible Imperial spy on Nar Shaddaa, commissioned by Jedi Council, acting on suspicions provided by Master Nomen Karr.
Nomen Karr. That's a name I grow tired of hearing.
One of your enemies, I take it.
My oldest and most hated enemy. An old wound that continues to fester. Nomen Karr is a Jedi Master who infiltrated the Sith. I rooted him out. Then he nearly destroyed me and fled. He's dedicated himself to proving that the Sith have spies embedded within Republic and Jedi ranks. I've thwarted him at every turn, but he is tenacious. How did Nomen Karr come to suspect my spy on Nar Shaddaa? Tell me, Republic wretch, what alerted him?
Master Nomen Karr has a new Padawan. He seems to know any beings true nature, she senses hidden darkness and untapped purity.
Astonishing. I've never heard of the Force granting such a gift. Tell me, how does her power work?
All I know is when Master Nomen Karr brought her to Nar Shaddaa, this Padawan sensed darkness in your spy simply by seeing him.
Seems far-fetched to me.
I have witnessed many unlikely things in my lifetime, apprentice. If this young Padawan can see through deception and disguise with such little effort, she threatens everything I have worked for. Continue, Republic dog.
Karr believes his Padawan's ability is foolproof, but the Jedi Council is skeptical. I was to provide the proof, but I wasn't able to report my findings.
We have to kill this Jedi in training.
Yes, my apprentice. Such a threat must not wander the galaxy unchecked. Who is this Padawan, you Republic pest? Tell me everything you know about her.
She was found on Alderaan. Her power first emerged training on Tatooine, and Jedi sent another agent to investigate someone she suspected on Balmorra.
It's fading. Is she human or one of the Jedi's cursed aliens? Where can I find her? What is her name?
I have nothing more.
The Ravager has emptied his mind. That is all we have to go on. A few random places within the greater galaxy where Nomen Karr and his Padawan have been.
Send me to find this Padawan.
You mirror my thoughts, apprentice. Nomen Karr is a relentless crusader, and this Padawan and her unprecedented power threaten everything I have achieved. Your duties are likely to take you to the far reaches of the galaxy. I will need to deploy you at will. You shall have a starship of your own. You've earned it. Go to my personal hangar in the spaceport and claim it.
I'll head there immediately.
I must ponder our next move. Waste no time. Get your starship in my hangar and wait for further instructions.
Yeah, let's go before he tells me to clean all this up, okay? Take a look at that. We're going in style now.
Nice ship. Are you leaving Dromund Kaas?
Your name, now.
Relax. I'm a friend. Bearing gifts. Sylventa Grathan sent me to deliver this token of her appreciation for all you've done for her. It will greatly enhance this new ship of yours.
I must have made quite an impression.
So it would seem. On the Lady Grathan, but not on the Lord. You see, Sylventa's husband, Lord Grathan, has a different present he wants me to deliver. Apparently, he says you know too much.
Lord Grathan is dead.
Don't waste your last few breaths on idle threats you have no way of carrying out. I've murdered just about every form of sentient being in the galaxy, and I'm here for you.
Greetings. I am 2VR8, that totem droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What's your function aboard my ship?
I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard this Fury-class Imperial Interceptor, a versatile craft combining a starfighter's maneuverability with armament to rival larger military vessels. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
Are you at least capable of providing security while I'm not aboard?
I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
Apprentice, I trust you find your starship satisfactory?
It's an outstanding vessel.
I hope that it serves you well. There is much to be done. My interests must be protected, and my enemies destroyed. Noman Kar's efforts to expose my spies and prove his Padawan's power to the Jedi Council must meet with systemic failure. You will exhaust yourself in this charge.
You honor me.
The information we siphoned from that Republic agent will be our map. We know my spy on Nar Shaddaa was being surveilled. We know where this Padawan was discovered, where she trained, and that the Jedi have sent someone to investigate my spy on Balmorra. The Padawan will have to be hunted down and destroyed, but first you must secure my network by silencing my spies on Balmorra and Nar Shaddaa.
Consider them wiped from existence.
Nothing less than that will be sufficient. My contacts on Balmorra and Nar Shaddaa will detail what must be done. Your tasks are paramount, apprentice. Bring cruelty. Bring rage. Bring death.
Okay, hey, Sith Master person of questionable temper and such. I've been extra good with the behaving. Did you notice? So, how about taking the shock collar off me?
Give me your word that you'll still obey.
How about some non-obedient sort of following directions? Like a person instead of a pet?
Looks like my pet still needs training.
That hurts! Do you not get that?
I enjoy this.
Ugh, you drecking... No, I won't let you bait me. Lead on. I'll be following like a good slave.